Hi, everyone, and a huge welcome to the Braidies Letter Club affiliate community. We are so glad you're here. This isn't just any old training. We're going to dive into our shared mission and really talk about how you can partner with us to make a genuine, lasting difference in the lives of children. So, you ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so first things first. This right here, this is our North Star. It's the foundation for absolutely everything we do. I mean, every single letter, every story, every little piece of content we create, it all comes right back to these core ideas. And as an ambassador, this is your mission too. You're helping us bring all of this to life for families everywhere. So to make sure you have everything you need to hit the ground running, we've broken this whole thing down into 5 key parts. First up, we'll talk about our shared mission. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of how the magic actually works. After that, we'll cover the really important stuff, protecting our brand. Then the fun part, your affiliate starter pack. And we'll wrap it all up by talking about ethical storytelling and the amazing impact you're going to have. All right, let's kick things off with our shared mission. Because honestly, we've found that when you really get the why behind the Braidies, that's when you can share it in a way that feels totally natural and authentic, both for you and for your community. So these 6 emotional pillars, think of them as the DNA of the Braidies. They are the absolute bedrock of all our content. Every letter, every story, it's all built on this foundation. And as you start creating your own posts, just think back to this. Does it connect to one of these? Because that's how we guarantee that everything we put out into the world feels supportive, safe, and true to our mission. Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now let's talk about the how. How do we actually deliver on this mission? Well, it all comes down to our characters and the letters they write. And this is something that's so important to understand about our characters. The Braidies are not perfect. They aren't flawless heroes, not even close. They're relatable, they're real, and they model emotional intelligence by working through their own feelings, their own doubts, and their own little triumphs. You know, they get nervous, they mess up sometimes, they have to practice being brave. And that vulnerability, that's the magic sauce. That's what allows a child to see themselves in the stories and feel totally, completely understood. This right here is a perfect example of what we mean by character integrity. Every single Braidie has a totally unique voice. Take Bella. She's gentle, she's reflective, and her letters feel like taking a warm, deep breath. And then you've got Reese, who's just a little firework of joy and energy. Her letters are fast, funny, and they just burst with life. Keeping these voices distinct is absolutely key to making their world feel real and believable. Okay, next up, protecting our grand integrity. And I want you to think of these less as restrictive rules and more as guardrails. They're principles we've put in place to protect the trust we have with families and to make sure the Braidies always remains a safe and positive space for kids. And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, our single most important guideline, our golden rule. And it's this: we never use diagnoses. Ever. No clinical labels like ADHD, autism, or anxiety. And you might be asking why. Well, it's because we describe behaviors. We talk about emotional patterns, but we don't label. This is so important because it allows all children to see themselves in our characters, safely and without any stigma. Here are some really practical examples of what that looks like in action. It's all about swapping out labels for warm, inclusive, behavior-based language. So instead of saying a character has something, we talk about their unique way of being in the world. See the difference? It's a busy, colorful mind, not a disorder. This kind of empowering language is absolutely central to who we are. At our core, we are a gentle and inclusive brand, so that means there are a few things we just never do. We don't make promises about fixing a child's behavior. We don't use harmful stereotypes. Our whole goal is to support emotional growth, right? So we steer clear of any competitive language and absolutely anything that could feel shaming, blaming, or scary to a child. All right, now that we've covered the heart and soul of the Braidies, let's get into the practical stuff, the fun part. In this section, we're going to walk through your affiliate starter pack and get you all set up and ready to go. Here is your super simple 5-step quick start guide. Seriously, it's that easy. 1. Save your unique affiliate link somewhere safe. 2. Download the asset pack. It's loaded with beautiful approved images and logos. 3. Take a quick minute to review those golden rules we just talked about. 4. Go ahead and post your first 3 stories. We've even got templates to help you out. And 5. Introduce the Braidies to your community in your own authentic voice. Okay, we're in the home stretch. In our final section, we're going to talk about something that's at the very heart of being an ambassador: ethical storytelling. This is where it all comes together. It's not about pressure or sales tactics. It's about connecting with families and sharing our story from a place of genuine care. Think of this slide as your go-to cheat sheet for ethical promotion. See that big shift in focus? We never talk about fixing kids or stopping tantrums. Instead, we focus on things like connection, belonging, and that incredible feeling a child gets when a personalized letter arrives just for them. We are not selling a cure or a quick fix. What we're offering is an experience of gentle support, magic, and seeing yourself reflected in a story. So, as a Braidies ambassador, you have this incredible opportunity to make a real positive difference. Every single post you share, every story you tell, it's a chance to help a child feel truly seen, heard, and understood. We are so grateful that you've decided to join us on this mission. And honestly, we cannot wait to see the amazing impact you're going to have. So the only question left is, how will you help a child feel seen today?